Good morning. Um, I'm doing this. I haven't done a video for a while, so it's such a lovely morning. I'm spending a day in the office at home today, but I haven't done one of these for a while, and it's been a really interesting couple of weeks. I've spent the last couple of weeks. I've done a couple of presentations to youth organisations, um, and it absolutely astounded me. First of all, the one of the youth organisations, it was sort of for me to go in and do a presentation on stress and help them with exam stress and interview stress. And I was absolutely blown away by the amount of creativity that was in this one little sphere of the of and group of kids. I'll call them kids because I'm old. But it was, we had a young kid that was creating, he was creating his own company as a business, sort of clothes apparel and all of those sort of things. There was another kid that was writing music and they wanted to share with me their lyrics, and it was a way to help him deal with some of the challenges he'd had in his life. There was other kids creating music and dancing, and it was just unbelievable. And I think there's this real important responsibility as parents, um, and something that I feel important with my clients as well, is to allow people to really embrace that creativity and to really use that to allow them to express themselves. I just think it's so important. And then the other group was just some young kids. It was at a school in Bishop Auckland down the road from me, and they do this Believe to Achieve day, and it's basically about the kids getting an opportunity to speak to business owners and speak to different types of people and to learn something. And the interesting thing was for me, and it shows the hard work that the teachers and the head has done at this school, was that when I went and I did a Believe and Achieve day there I think it was about 2012. It was the first year the head had been there, and she wanted to start this off. And when I asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's always an interesting one when you ask kids. But when I asked these children back in 2012, predominantly the answers I got were cage fighter, professional footballer, or appear on X Factor. That was the aspiration of that year in school, and there wasn't very many people outside of that year, and there was a lot of kids that I saw that really wanted to achieve much more than that. And when I asked the same question this year, it was just the coolest responses. I mean, we had vets, doctors, we had an anthropologist, which was really cool one, that the engineers, the spectrum of actually what they wanted to aspire to was just so much more different. And it just shows when you have something that you can use to influence and create that drip feed of positivity to kids, what amazing things can happen and what they aspire to and what they hope for. And and it boils down to this responsibility we have, as parents, to our kids, of helping them believe that it's possible and not poisoning their hopes and dreams because possibly we didn't make it or we didn't think it was possible when we were children. And that's something we need to change. And it's something that you do have this amazing, powerful responsibility as being a parent. And it's something that I wouldn't say I would have done that before I was ill, but certainly something I've learned that I need to change, and that whatever my kids want to do it's go for it if that's really what you want to follow for. And it is an amazing responsibility, but it's this amazing gift that they embrace this creativity and go for their dreams and push and expand their comfort zone rather than being told, well, you're not going to aspire to much. I remember we had a careers computer at school, and it actually told me I was going to be a bin man. And there's nothing wrong with being a bin man, if that's, I've watched a documentary recently and the guy absolutely loved being a bin man. Although I don't know if that's politically correct now, it could be refuge something or other. But the point being is that I had ideas that what I wanted to do was something else. Now, but when I heard that and when it told me that, I automatically started, sorry, when you're in the airport, I automatically started to think that, all right, well, that's not possible. And I just wanted to do this video just to talk about that responsibility that we have to our children and to allow them to embrace that creativity. And perhaps you're suppressing your creativity. Perhaps you're not doing stuff that they used to love to do. Whether it's photography, art, writing, poetry, whatever it is, I think there's an important thing for each and every one of us to embrace our creativity. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy the morning sunshine. Then I've got a whack load of work to do in the office. And I just wanted to wish you the greatest success. Take care. Have an amazing day.